Hey everyone, good morning. I'm just getting settled in here at the Ritz-Carlton in Dana Point. Here for a mastermind for the next few days. So this is going to be my home for the next few days, it's a really beautiful hotel if you've ever been here. Really beautiful place. And we've got this amazing beach behind me. And this morning I came out a little earlier before everything started because I just wanted to check it out, but also it starts to, being next to the ocean kind of reminds me of a few different things, which is some things that I've gone through for mindset. And I sort of kind of go through, how did I end up here? And everything that I've gone through to get to these next levels of mindset or leveling up, or whatever you want to call it. There's a time about almost 5 years ago where I was kind of at this low point, emotionally, kind of mentally, about where I was heading in my career and everything that I was doing. And we had really kind of transitioned from a real estate brokerage where we had managed, over 76 agents, and we owned the brokerage, and we had several different sister companies with it, and we had sold off a good portion of that, and now we were moving into our tech and digital space of marketing and software and those kind of things, Facebook and what we are today. But during that transition, there was a little bit of a mindset issue for me of what's next, because I was going from a local level to competing then on an international level, and what does that look like? And so there was some anxiety about what that might mean for my future and what do I do? Well, it was almost, I don't know if I want to call it fate, but there was this time where I started then going back to swimming a lot, because swimming for me is a very kind of meditative thing. It's where I get my zen and go into this rhythm of the water. And I grew up swimming, so I love swimming. So I started going swimming again and went to this pool, and I started showing up every 3 days. And it was like every Wednesday there was this group that was there that looked like they were Navy SEALs. They looked like these guys were like some hardcore dudes that were being trained by this trainer. And this trainer was this woman that was putting them through all the drills, right, teaching them and telling them what to do. And she was a bit fierce, to say the least. Mama D, hopefully Mama D, maybe you might be watching this too. So I walked over, got out of my lane, I walked over to them, and I said, are you guys Navy SEALs? Are you guys, training, or what's going on? Because their legs were tied up, and they had weights on their legs, and they had all these different contraptions. They're, chasing each other, and they're at the bottom of the pool, a few of them, like, lifting these 20-pound weights, trying to get back up. And she said, no, we're not Navy SEALs. But she was dressed in black and definitely had this presence about her. And a lot of the guys that I started to kind of recognize the more I looked at them, several of them were UFC fighters. And back in my hometown where I live, there's a lot of UFC fighters that come out of there. So a lot of these guys were champions, or guys that are working on becoming champions. And so she said she's a strength and conditioning coach for UFC fighters in a few different gyms, and all the trainers send their people over to her for that strength and conditioning portion of it, and the water. And so I asked, why the water? Well, talking about water is one of those things where you just got to jump in, because it can be scary, right? There's a lot of fear with water, and if you're not prepared for it, you can panic and freak out. If you don't know how to troubleshoot, or the pitfalls, right, to look for, you can start to panic in the water, which is never a good thing. So she said, hey, if you want to join us, go ahead, suit up, come next week, and jump in the pool, spend an hour with us, and if you like it, then let's have you stay. Let's have you start swimming with us. So I kicked the idea around for a little bit and thought, I'm not a fighter. I used to do martial arts, way back in the day, but not to the caliber of what these guys are doing. And can I compete with them? They're amazing athletes. So I decided, I'm going to give it a shot. And I showed up, jumped in the pool, and immediately she had me, put some weights on my legs, tied my legs together, put like a 5-pound weight on them. And, I started, chasing after these guys and doing these drills. And I was at the bottom of the pool, and we're going through some things that are not your normal swimming, right? Definitely some really intense strength and conditioning for champions. And it was during that time that training with these guys, I started to get better and better and better, and sort of push back a lot of doubts and a lot of fears that I had. And in the middle of training with her after a few weeks, and really just hanging out with these guys that kind of accepted me as their own, which was really cool. They, a few people brought up different events that they're going to. Well, I'm fighting here, I'm fighting there, I'm fighting in Tokyo. And so I thought, I don't have any fights scheduled because I'm not a fighter, and I don't plan on it. So I decided, well, I need to have my own event, and I want to be a part of this tribe a little bit deeper. And I need to be able to be training for something as well. So I set a goal to train to swim from Alcatraz. I thought, what is the biggest thing that's going to scare the shit out of me? Cold water, deep black water, and being able to really dive into something that I've never done before. And what does that look like? And I needed to really expand my mind beyond just kind of the normal race, so I could really get in the mindset to prepare myself for it, and to really, for me it was really kind of metaphorical in a way, because Alcatraz was kind of it was a prison, and being able to break out of my own mental prison, being able to break out of everything that I had been going through, any kind of doubts, any kind of limited beliefs that I had, and what did that look like when you really kind of mold it into the physical world, and be able to really challenge yourself and push through. So I set that goal. I set a time. There was a race that was going to be coming up in a few months for that, and I trained really hard with these guys, and then I became kind of a co-trainer with them for a while, where I was chasing after them and doing drills with them, and it became a really kind of important part of my life during that time, because I was around champions, and champions help breed champions, and they helped me push my mindset, and I helped them push their mindset, and we kind of built off each other. And I went to that race. It was literally over 250 people, and I came in the top 20. It was something like in 44 minutes, and so that was a big thing for me too, which is to be able just to really race hard, and it was fun, and I really enjoyed it. It was a great time. So pushing through those mental struggles, pushing through those limited beliefs, or leveling up, whatever it might be. And so today I'm here. Actually, this week I'm here in this beautiful hotel with about 50 other people that are also putting together their 2018-2019 plans. And these guys are also leveling up, right? And so we're talking about moving past any kind of mindset or limited beliefs that you might have, or what is on the other side, or how do I figure this out? And so we're all here to share some of our biggest challenges, our biggest wins. And so I'm excited to be able to spend the next few days with these. And so if you have any of those, which a lot of us do, right? No matter what level we're at, we might have some doubts, we might have some questions. And part of my part of our Facebook and coaching and training program is being around a lot of these great people, a lot of these marketers, and myself and my team and the people that are in there that are learning and actively generating leads, and that are getting closings, that are building these new campaigns, and that are really starting to push past any kind of boundaries that they have and start to learn something new, right? Because keeping your mind fresh and actually really pushing yourself to figure out what is the best angle for this, right? And how do I create a new and different way to achieve a higher level of business? And Facebook marketing has done that for me, certainly. I've been able to grow all of our companies solely through Facebook marketing, which has been pretty incredible. And it's something that I'm now sharing with everyone, right? How do you then take your business from here to here with Facebook marketing? And so just wanted to share that with you guys as far as mindset, being able to push past those limited beliefs, learn something new. And the biggest thing that I took away from it is train with champions, right? Train with people that are training to be champions, who have that mindset, who have that goal, and who want to be, who want more, right? Who ask more for themselves. So hope you have a great week, and hopefully we'll be sharing some more videos and conversations with you guys coming out of this mastermind. This is called the Closing Table here, the mastermind that I'm at. So hope all is well. Enjoy your week. All right, bye-bye.